How to assign staff to staff groups, staff passwords, sign on and off, and set your shopfront password in AAA POS Retail Manager. Before watching this video, please ensure that you have watched the second video, Step 2, How to restrict staff group privileges in AAA POS Retail Manager. You can assign staff to either the administrator staff group or staff groups you have created and to which you have applied restrictions. You can assign a staff member to a number of staff groups. For example, an administrator would be assigned to all staff groups. This is ideal when staff assigned to different staff groups use the same PC. For example, the main POS counter PC. When the sign-on window appears, you would select the staff group with the least amount of privileges. And when a staff member tries to go to a restricted area, a security override prompt appears, and only those with access can get into this area by entering their staff number and password. If you are using a back-office PC that only one person uses and they have full access privileges, then when signing on, you would select the administrator group. To assign staff to staff groups, go to the Setup menu and select Security. Select the Assign Staff to Staff Groups tab. Select the staff group to which you want to assign staff by selecting the staff group name in the Staff Groups column. Select the option in the first column of the staff members you want to include in the selected staff group. Select Apply to record your selections, and OK to close the security window. Setting your staff password. A staff password is a password that is used by a staff member to sign on to AAA POS Retail Manager. The sign-on process determines the staff groups to which the staff member is assigned, and the restrictions that, therefore, apply to that staff member. To set your staff password, a staff member sets their password the first time that they sign on to Retail Manager after security has been set, or after their password has been deleted by a member of the administrator staff group. Start Retail Manager, and if required, choose the Startup method. The sign-on window appears. From the sign-on window, enter your staff number and press Enter. Leave the password field blank, and then press Enter. The Set Password window appears. Type your password in the New Password field, and in the Confirm Password field. Please note, passwords are case-sensitive. When you first set your password, it is important to make note of whether you use capital letters, lowercase letters, or a combination of both. When entering your password, you must use the same case as when you set it. Type a reminder question in the Reminder Question text box. Type the answer to the reminder question in the Answer field. Select OK. Your password information is recorded and you are signed on to Retail Manager. To delete the password of a staff member who is not part of the administrator staff group. Occasionally, a staff member might forget their password or might want to change their password for some reason. To change a staff member password, you delete the current password, and the staff member can then set a new one when they next sign on. To do this, go to the Setup menu and select Security. Select the Assign Staff to Staff Groups tab. Highlight the staff member for whom you want to change the password. The Delete Staff Password button is active. Select Delete Staff Password. A warning message appears. Select Yes if you want to delete the staff member password. The staff member's password is deleted. Next time the staff member signs on, they will be prompted to enter a new password. To change the password of an administrator staff group member. The process of changing a password for a staff member who is a member of the administrator staff group is slightly different. Go to the Setup menu and select Security. Select the Assign Staff to Staff Groups tab. Highlight the staff member for whom you want to change the password. The Set Staff Password button is active. Select Set Staff Password. The Change Password window appears. Enter the new password in the New Password field, and enter again in the Confirm Password field. Type a prompt in the reminder question text box to serve as a reminder for the password. Select OK to apply your changes, and close the Change Password window. Setting the sign-on method. When you have security enabled, you can choose between two methods of signing on. The two sign-on methods are staff group and individual. These two methods influence how the security works with a particular session of AAA POS Retail Manager. The sign-on method that you choose is only relevant to the computer you are working on. If you are running Retail Manager on a network, you need to set the sign-on method from each computer on the network. Using the staff group sign-on method. The staff group sign-on method allows any member of a chosen staff group to sign on and perform Retail Manager functions without reopening the shopfront. Using the staff group method of signing on, a number of staff members are able to sign on to use one computer running a Retail Manager shopfront. Using the individual sign-on method. The individual staff sign-on method allows only one staff member to sign on to the shopfront. The staff number and name fields on transaction screens are automatically populated with the individual staff member's information and are locked. The staff member will have their name recorded against all transactions. Areas or functions of Retail Manager unavailable due to security staff group restrictions can only be accessed by a staff member who is part of another staff group to which the restriction does not apply. To set the sign-on method for a shopfront. You set the sign-on method for a shopfront using the sign-on method window. When you first enable security, the sign-on method window automatically appears when you open your shopfront. From the sign-on method window, select either staff group or individual staff as your sign-on method for this shopfront. If this is the first time you are setting up security, you might want to sign on as an individual staff member and perform other security administration tasks such as creating staff groups, applying restrictions to staff groups, and assigning staff members to the groups. If you choose staff group as your sign-on method, the staff group drop-down list becomes active. Select the staff group that you want to use to define security for this shopfront from the drop-down list. If you choose individual staff as your sign-on method, the staff group drop-down does not apply and cannot be used. Select OK to record your changes. To set the sign-on method window to not display. When the in future do not display this window option is selected, the sign-on method will automatically apply to this shopfront the next time it is opened. That is, only the sign-on window appears. If you want to regularly change your sign-on method, leave this option deselected. When you leave the in future do not display this window option deselected, the sign-on method window appears each time the shopfront is opened. To redisplay the sign-on method window. If you have previously chosen to not display the sign-on method window, but now want to change the sign-on method, perform the following procedure. Go to the Setup menu and choose Options. Make sure General is selected in the side menu, and select the Other tab. In the Miscellaneous group of the Other tab, select the Display Sign-on Method window option. The next time you close and open your shopfront, the sign-on method window appears, and you are able to change your sign-on method. When you have set the sign-on method, you may want to continue setting your security options by maintaining staff groups. Setting your shopfront password. You use the shopfront password to confirm authority to perform import and export functions, and to provide initial security when a shopfront is networked. Using the shopfront password, you can make sure users do not perform transactions in a shopfront to which they should not have access. To set the shopfront password. The shopfront password is used to protect your database. Only those with the password will be able to open your database. Go to the Setup menu and choose Security. Select the Assign Staff to Staff Groups tab. The Assign Staff to Staff Groups view appears. Select Set Shopfront Password. The Change Shopfront Password window appears. Type the password you want to create for this shopfront in the New Password field, and type it again in the Confirm Password field, then select OK.